Hello guys and welcome back to another Hunter's Habitat. Today we are going to be doing some work on this Octa, which is our first edition 1 Octa that we're going to have in. We've already done a Range Rover Sport, then there's pullable side steps on that. On this car, there's not a lot we can actually do, but we have the genuine mud flaps that the boys are fitting now, the Octa mud flaps going on. We've got our V2 spoiler as well going on the back. Also going to try and see if we can fit one of our flat bottom steering wheels. So Nick's now taking that off just to see if it will fit. We're not too sure because obviously it's got the Octa button on the bottom of that steering wheel, so we don't know if it's going to work, but we'll try our best to make that work. And yeah, I mean, I've done some shots of this already and tried to figure out the differences between the normal Defender and the Octa, and there's quite a few subtle changes. I mean, there's a few... Sorry, Nick. You could have warned us. There's a few things that I've noticed that I thought they would have changed, but they haven't. So like the Defender on the tread plate, I thought they would have changed that to Octa, but that's still in Defender. But there is a lot of good changes around the car. I mean, you've got obviously a lot of the chopped carbon around the car, the side vents, bonnet inserts, and all the little nice gold touches on the brake calipers, and the little toe hook at the bottom here is a nice touch. And yeah, the whole car is just awesome. Don't you agree, George?
I do.
George isn't speaking today because his voice is... But yeah, he's also going to be dropping off our car at AVW UK for the Norfolk Show, which is a couple of weeks now. So they're going to get our V8 prepped for that show. So hopefully see some of you guys there. And yeah, we're going to crack on. We've got a return customer coming later for some light upgrades. And yeah, let's just see how this week goes. Lucas and Mac have made good progress on doing the mud flaps. They've done the left-hand side now. Mac's just finishing up on doing the right side, and Lucas has now moved on to doing the boot light. So he did have a V1 boot light in there originally, which he wasn't quite happy with. So we've showed him the V3 boot light. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. So basically the one that can change with the remote, different to orange and white, different dimness. So we're changing that over now as well. Unfortunately, Nick's taken the steering wheel off and like seeing if we could fit our flat bottom, but it's not quite compatible that we're happy enough to fit. So we're gonna do a bit more research and development on that, find out sort of, or maybe do a new steering wheel specifically for the Octa customers. So that is in the process as well in the background. And yeah, we've also done some activations to de-restrict it, because the customer chose the all-terrain off-road tyres and they basically restrict the speed to 104 miles per hour. So we've de-restricted that because he's going to put some summer tyres on. It's all going well. What else have we got to put on? Rock sliders. He's also chose to put rock sliders on, which will look awesome as well. He was debating putting some side steps on, but yeah, we're going for rock sliders instead. So we've just fitted, or Lucas has just fitted, the V2 replacement spoiler on the Octa. Obviously it's the exact same fitment on all the other Defenders. Obviously the roof is exactly the same on any other Defender. So we've got this V2 fitted. Obviously with the flush design, it just looks like it's part of the car, and I think this should have been something that they'd done with the Octa as factory. It just looks incredible. Obviously there's a lot of stick-on aftermarket spoilers. You can't put a stick-on spoiler on an Octa like this. It has to be like top quality. So definitely a nice added addition on there. And I think all we've got to do now is put the rock sliders on, which Nick is currently doing, and then this car is done and we'll do a little bit of cinematics for it.
I'm just behind a police car, so I'm very slow. I've got the valves open on the V8, so the exhaust sounds very noisy. It's fun. So I'm in the V8 currently. I'm driving the car to AVW UK based in Fakenham. We're actually going to be participating in the Royal Norfolk Show this year. So Gavin has worked with us previously. He's fitted a couple of our accessories to cars and he's very kindly offered to showcase our car on his stand at the Royal Norfolk Show. AVW UK specialises in detailing. They do vehicle wraps, PPF, ceramic cone, anything to get your car back to the perfect condition as from the dealer. He offers that service. We're actually going to be running the Hunters Gathering this year, or Defender Gathering should I say, which is basically anything and everything Defender is going to be at this event. So we thought what a best way to trial out and see what the expectations are, taking it to the Royal Norfolk Show. So he's going to be having this car for a week just to give it a complete overhaul. We absolutely use and abuse this Defender. We take it apart on a regular basis, so it'll be very good to see what Gavin can do to the car to bring it back to that showroom condition when we first picked it up. We've just put some new wheels on the Defender, getting it ready for the show. So we put some 20-inch blunt wheels on there as well, so they look really, really nice. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I guess it's like a talking point and something a little bit more unique for the services that we offer. Obviously this car's already fitted with a load of plumb stuff already, so it just finishes it off really nicely. So yeah, tell us in the comment section below what you guys think of the wheels, yay or nay. Obviously I really like them, so they're one of my favourite wheels that we've done so far. Right, so I'm back from AVW UK. We just dropped the V8 off and we have a returning customer back. So you may remember this vehicle. We had precision on the front. Haven't seen the video is just up here. We've done a lot of work to this car. Did we put the wheels on? Yeah. We put the wheels on. Yeah, the lovely Vossens. We had loads of people message us on these wheels as well, and they're probably the most expensive wheels at that time that we ever had come in. Front bumper, I think we've done a full black pack. It's got carbon interior kit, and he's back again for some more stuff to get done to his car. So we're going to take the front bumper off. I think we're going to add square DRLs, integrated grille lights. He loves the lights, so get the bumper off, get cracking. Right, so there you go guys, that is the end of that build. He's just finishing up the build now. The guys are just putting the shrouds and that back together. We've upgraded the lights. He's also upgraded the rear spoiler as well, which changed from a V1 to a V2. He's now toying with the idea of actually changing his brake calipers as well. So I don't think it's going to be the last time we see him here. Right, so new day, we've got another car in. We've had quite a few builds in the meantime, which we've seen in the previous parts of the video. This build is a pretty simple one. He's just having side steps, he's having a V2 panel replacement spoiler, tailgate strip, and he's also having P400E exhaust tips, which are back in stock and on our website. And if you're watching this video, I think it's going to be released real time next week. We'll actually hopefully have the diesel exhaust tips back in stock as well, so keep your eyes out for them. I thought I'd take some time just to talk about an R&D project we're working on at the moment as well. So we've just had this shipped in. This is actually a 3D printed canard. Now, we get asked about canards all the time for the new Defender, but we've never actually supplied them before. Main reason why is because we don't like the original design of some aftermarket suppliers. The way that they actually silicone on to the front of the bumper, we don't think that's that safe and it doesn't look that streamlined. So if anybody knows Hunter's Prestige well, they know that we'd prefer to have like an OEM look. So what we've actually designed is an integrated canard within that front quarter panel. So that will actually replace the front quarter panels of the bumper. So we've had the CAD tech designs basically scan the car and actually integrate a canard within that front quarter panel. So this is what it's going to look like, and I think it looks quite nice. It's a lot more streamlined, so obviously if you have the larger arches as well, there's not going to be like a big dip of the canard just stuck on the outside of that. It looks really good. We're not quite sure yet if we're going to supply them in also gloss black and also the ABS plastic. Normally we only do in gloss black, and obviously most people go for gloss black on the front bumpers anyway. Not sure if we're going to integrate any DRLs or anything in this just yet. So drop in the comment section below if you guys are interested in hearing more about this product as we develop it. And also if you think we should integrate a DRL as well. Right, so that's the P400 exhaust tips fitted. These are actually fitted with someone else's exhaust cover, but we also will have an exhaust cover for the P400s and P400Es available on our website shortly. I think they look really, really nice. Obviously they're a little bit redesigned compared to the exhaust tips that we used to have, but obviously it looks really, really good. Nice quad exhaust tips, makes it look like a V8, especially with the dark grey. And obviously we're trying to do the same thing for the diesels as well. So we'll have a fake exhaust tips on the right hand side to make it look like a quad exhaust tip as well. Let's get this car out.
Whilst the guys have been cracking on, they've obviously done the spoiler and the checker plate strip, and Lucas has now started on the mud flaps. I thought I'd just quickly talk about all the different mud flaps we offer here at Hunters. This customer is obviously going for the modern gloss black mud flaps. So if you don't want the more chunkier style mud flap, these are the rears, then the modern ones are definitely something to go for. We also do our own textured rock mud flap. These are my personal favourite, as there's nothing else like that on the market. We also do a Union Jack one in matte and gloss. So if you want to follow the, a lot of European customers like a lot of the Union Jacks on the car. So, I mean, if you have Union Jack side steps, might be an option for you. And then obviously we still offer the genuine ones, which obviously come with the genuine price tag. But yeah, if you want to stick to the genuine stuff, we obviously do supply them as well. And of course, earlier in the week, we fitted the Octa mud flaps for the first time. So if you have an Octa and you still want mud flaps, we have them also. So check it out on the website. Right guys, so that's that car done. The customer actually decided after putting the arches on that he wants to add the 25mm spaces on the front and the rear. So we've done that, and it definitely adds a bit more presence as the arch sort of, I mean, it's up to you. Some wheels have different offset, but with these ones, customer wasn't happy with the offset of them, so we've added the 25mm spaces on there. Obviously down here, we've got the modern mud flaps, the checker plate side steps. He also added the checker plate mirror covers to complement the side steps. And yeah, the arches and the Eiger grey contrast, just, I mean, I always love an Eiger grey and black contrast car. It's awesome. So obviously, again, new modern mud flaps on the rear, following the gloss black theme at the rear, and then also the checker plate theme. We've got the checker plate V2 cover on the back, and then our awesome V2 spoiler that I just can't get enough of. So that customer's all good, all paid for. So we've just had our second customer turn up just in time, who originally was in for just a pod light, but he's added even more stuff. I mean, he's only got 2 hours before he has to shoot off again, so we're going to try and get as much done as we can in that 2 hours, and they've already started, so.
Body free, body free, body free, get a body free, body free, body free, body free, body free, body free, get a body free, body free, get a body free.
So we're back in the bay, and we've got the car in now. So this customer actually had a pod light fitted elsewhere. I don't actually know where, but basically it's came off while he's driving. I don't know what they've used to fit it, but it's like some sort of silicone and tape. I mean, I don't know what they've done there, but it's obviously not done a good enough job. So we'll be obviously cleaning that down and fitting it properly. Obviously, I don't think it is urban. I mean, before everyone in the comments goes, oh, it's an urban car, it's an urban car. I know that a lot of companies do buy the urban parts and then fit them themselves. So I won't blame urban, because I'm pretty sure they drill their hole through the roof anyway for their pod lights. So I don't think it's them. So before you come at me in the comments, I'm not blaming urban for this. It could be anyone. The main thing I want to talk about here is it's not got any fog lights. And we have a fairly new product which is very popular at the moment, which we fit the DRL square lights in replacement of these. So these are both for cars that have fog lights, cars that don't have fog lights. So they're with fog lights and without on the website. So if you are a bit confused when wanting these, obviously check that you've got the fog lights in here first before ordering them. But yeah, complete replacement for this panel here, and they're just running daylights. So as soon as you turn the ignition on, they'll just be on. And if you have the fog lights, then there'll be a fog light as well as the running daylights. And then he's also getting a fruit grill light here, obviously replacing the pod light. Max already started on the back, doing just the necessary changes. So we've got the V4 reverse lights, the boot light, V2, and then the checker plate cover. Yeah. So yeah, that car won't take too long. We'll get it done in the 2 hours, I'm pretty sure, and then the customer can be on his way. So we finished the last Defender of the day, and we've actually got a different sort of car in today. So we have the Range Rover Evoque, which has come straight from the dealer, which we don't obviously usually do, but the Sytner dealer basically spec'd it wrong, meant to come with a clear sight, and they can't really sell it without the clear sight, so they've asked us to help them out. And the parts are very similar to the Defender. I mean, a lot of the JLR parts sort of are on all sort of models of cars. They tend to use a lot of similar parts. With this, the mirror is actually slightly different, but the rest of the parts, like the actual camera at the back, is the same as the Defender. So the guys, I think, are pretty much halfway there already. They've already taken the original mirror out. Obviously the difference is there's little switches underneath the bottom, which you can flip between a standard mirror and a clear sight. So yeah, they're already cracking on with that, and they won't take long before that's done. And that's it for today. We've got one more day left, and I think there's 3 cars, or 2 or 3 cars in. It's a very exciting day for me because I'm picking up the keys to my new house. So woo, everyone can celebrate. Everyone celebrate? Yeah. Okay, well, the audience is here. It's a really hot day this week, well, really hot week this week. And everyone is, well, let's just say, not in the best spirits. So I think they'll be all happy when they complete this clear sight, and we can all have a beer. It's Friday, and you may notice that we've changed Range Rover Sport here. So they guys almost finished the blue Range Rover Evoque outside, but we've done the activations on that. We just need to put the headlining back up and the clear sight in. Was the mirror in? Yeah, the mirror is in. It's just the headlining and all the side panels to go back in. So this Range Rover Sport is just having an activation for the My 25 interface. So it's just a bit more cleaner on the screen. You've got the volume and different options on there, which you don't have from factory. So this won't be long, and then we've got 2 Defenders to finish the week off with loads of accessories, the usual like spoilers, side steps, grille lights. That'll be the end of this week. So this Range Rover Sport customer had already tried to use the gap tool to do this software. And the gap tool, I mean, it can do quite a lot. There is some benefits to using it, but there's also some negatives, which in this case, the volume button wasn't working, and basically we're going to do it the proper way through the Land Rover tooling so that everything actually works as it should. And the volume button, obviously in that, will work now. So we're just going to do that now, and then Richard is our next customer in with his Defender.
Right, so I was off Thursday and Friday last week, and the guys cracked on with retrofitting a clear sight for a dealer for this lovely, lovely Range Rover Evoque. Why someone would buy a Range Rover Evoque, I generally don't know. Why is there so much trim? Horrible. Look at the fucking state of this car. What's the point of a 1.6 litre engine, Range Rover Evoque? Don't even call it Range Rover, just call it Mum's car. This is all you're gonna have in it. The guys had a little bit of trouble retrofitting the clear sight on this, obviously because we used to do it in the Range Rovers, we used to do it in the Defenders, but the actual Evoque is a little bit different. There was a big subframe at the back when you actually drop the headline, and the clear sight fitted just behind that. So they found it quite tricky to actually run all the wires and stuff, but we managed to do it in the end. So as you can see, the clear sight is now in and the camera is operational. It's nice and handy. Obviously the Evoque, the rear view is very, very restricted anyway. It's a very small rear windscreen, so it just adds a little bit of accessibility in the car. Obviously you can pack out that boot as much as possible, a little bit like a Defender 90, very minimal boot space, so just being able to pack that out as high as you possibly can is quite useful to have. And of course, as always, if a dealer can trust us for their retrofits, so can you. So there you go guys, that is the end of this week's video. I hope you've enjoyed watching everything that's happened here at Hunters this week. The car behind me is actually going to be featured in one of our future Hunters Builds videos, so keep an eye out on our YouTube to stay up to date with when that gets released. We've actually noticed that half the people that watch our videos on our YouTube channel aren't actually subscribed just yet, so make sure you like, follow, subscribe and hit that bell notification to stay up to date with what we're doing here at Hunters. See you on the next video.